Hello, everyone, and welcome to another adventure within the Hunter venue. Tonight, we will see four brave, intrepid hunters as they go after a very particular foe. We will first start with Charlie. Your brother-in-law has come into your barber shop, and he just wants two bits and a haircut.
Yep, no problem. I'll help him out, sit him down the chair, start getting to work.
Like,
Let him talk about his day. He's a bit of a gabber.
and Charlie, you have no idea what we have to deal with down at the station. You know this guy, this fucking sniper guy who is all up in Brooklyn today, causes no end of fucking trouble. He fucking shot at one of our cars. Our cars. You think shooting at the police? Ugh, dude. I don't care what he does to the Hurricanes. You don't shoot at the police. You know what I mean, Charlie?
Yeah, no, that's a step too far. Like, I don't care what he's doing. You can't do that. They're there to you guys are there to protect people. You put your lives on the line. This guy's got to go down. You know, because yes, no. When it comes to people slamming at the cops, I don't care if we got pacifists. It's like, no, you got to go down.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Vigilantism just leads to bad stuff. At least to being hanging at high noon. You know what I mean?
Well, it's vigilantes and then they're shooting at the cops. I mean, this guy's a whole different ballpark. I mean, you know, I'm always the one who advocates giving somebody a second chance, but this guy, this
Oh,
guy's just not right in the head, is he?
like he's got some trouble coming to it. Also, another thing. I got a name that unfortunately I can't exactly get to right now. The name came from out of state. You know I can't work out of state, right? I mean out of
Yeah.
city. You know I can't work out of the city, right?
Yeah.
Like, but you know we do have a little bit of a compensation fund for a private investigator to go check some stuff out for us. If you're looking for a little bit of extra work,
Well, anything I can do to help the men, women of the NYPD.
that's fantastic, fantastic. You're my favorite barber, by the way.
Ah, I'm sure there's plenty of competition, plenty trying to earn the custom of fine men and women of law, and they'll just continue. Give them nice, steam shave, kind of very close razor, cutthroat razor, just very close.
Like, yeah, there's the line. There you go. So, now, thinking of what was coming up to today, we got this guy apparently wanted to change his name, and unfortunately, he's got a criminal record. So we're really not sure what he's trying to do, but he's trying to get away from, oh, help entanglement. I mean, yeah, we don't really like that. So we just need someone to make sure to go up there and make sure he's still there. You know what I mean? Nothing
No problem.
really hard. I'm not gonna ask you to arrest the guy. That's just ridiculous. That's all right.
No. But if I run down the neighbours, see if he's been causing any trouble there, and if he is, well, perhaps we can have a make sure quiet word is said to the local, precinct house, whatever.
Yeah, much obliged. You know the state troopers. You can't trust the chase crew to do anything. They're too obsessed with these two towns. One of them named Zooster, the other one named Camelot. I have no idea what the fuck is with those places. All I hear is this chaos and mayhem.
Uh, that's the way some of the places are going these days. I don't know what's
Like,
his name anyway.
his name is Clark Dunstan.
Clark Dunson. Okay. And he takes it down. And I assume he hands over an address and a description to this guy.
He hands over a description and the name of the place, the actual courthouse in which he was in. I don't really have a place in Narceg. He gave out a P.O. box. This is in the neighborhood, so I'm not really sure we are going to go with that one. And he also hands you his business card. If you got anything good to give us, I'll make sure you see something of a cut. I know you're a good man, and I know that this is putting you way out.
Hey, well, look, all I'm going now is driving around asking a few questions. That's It's a nice season for a drive anyway. And if the neighbors talk, and if I spot the guy, that's one thing. If I don't see him, well, somebody else can take it from there, perhaps. But
Right.
I'll have certainly keep my eyes nice and wide.
Much obliged, much obliged. The spotter fun is always there. And as he sort of feels the smooth face, it top of the baby's butt.
And yeah, when he's done, with the entire shave, shake his hand and say, well, there's still some sunlight left. I'll start heading in that direction.
Okay, okay, fantastic, fantastic. The officer leaves, and the address he's given you is Cloverfield Courthouse. It is in upstate New York. It is a slightly more mountainous and hilly region than New York City, but it's still there. Now I'm going to put you on hold for a moment. Let's
Yep.
go over to Vinny the Butcher. You're still muted.
Apologies.
Perfectly acceptable. Now, you're driving, and your butcher is actually owned in New York State, New York City, right?
Yeah. He sort of he works out of, I don't know, Brooklyn, I expect. He's got sort
Okay.
of owns a butcher's business there.
Okay. This is the thing. You were saying you had gotten an order from upstate about deer hunting season, and as you're driving up there, something pings in the back of your mind. Your radio just chatters ever so slightly, and and you're not really sure, but you're almost definitely hearing a local station, and the name of the station is Silverville Radio. And this word just keeps popping up, Clark, 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 Dunson, Dunson, Dunson. And as you try to change the radio signal, no matter what you do, it always defaults back to Cloverville radio station. Dunson, Dunson, Clark, Dunson, Dunson, Cloverfield, Cloverfield, Cloverfield. No matter what you do throughout this entire trip, you're stuck with that. You have no music, you have no audio, just the crazy ramblings of the radio.
Okay, I try and turn it off.
And you turn it off, it pops back up in your mind. And now it's no longer coming from the radio, it's now just coming purely from your head. Clark, 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 Dunson, Cloverfield, Cloverfield, Cloverfield. Oh, Clark, Clark, Dunson, Dunson.
Right, a fucking go! Jesus! He sort of a bit of frustration. And I turn off, and I head towards Cloverfield. It's is it given anywhere more specific than just Cloverfield, Clark Dunstan?
No, unfortunately. I mean, if you had more points in Patron, you get lots of stuff. But since you only have the two, you're only given a location and a name. Sorry, man.
In that case, I'm going to call my contact a detective inspector in the NYPD.
Sure, sure. Perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. Actually, that's fantastic. You call the detective. He's a detective, right?
Yeah, detective inspector. Yeah.
Detective manager. Howdy, buddy. How's it going? You say we arrest.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Listen, I'm just looking for someone on the sly, you know. It's Clark Dunstan out in Cloverfield. You can run that through your system. Would you mind getting back to me with that? I need to find out where he lives. I know it sounds a little bit suspect. It's just something I gotta check
Clark
up. It's cool.
Dunstan? Wait a second. I think I just had something. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, and there's a rustling in paper. He's like, yeah. I don't know what kind of freaky connections you got, but I just got slide something across the beds with that guy's fucking name. It's a name change. and it's this guy attempted to change his name over at the Cloverfield courthouse, but it got kicked back because criminal record. We don't really have any much beside the address of the courthouse if you need it.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. He kind of thinks for a while. What's his record? What's stopping him from changing it? Do you know?
Well, changing, well, normally we'd be okay with a citizen changing his name. The problem is that he already has a criminal record. So if he's trying to use this to get out of some of his old life, like, we're always sort of circumspect about that kind of stuff. We usually take a few more months than is strictly necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I get you. I get you. But I mean, his record. What's he been in for?
Apparently, he's got a lot of mob activities, a lot of mob ties. Specifically, of course, to one. I think it's called Fish Rights. Yeah, those guys in the fucking Bronx.
Uh,
Crazy.
the the what now? The what?
Apparently there's this guy in the Bronx, Fitzroy or something other. Apparently there's a big fire or something, and I'm not really specifically the detective on the case on that one, and so I can't really give you too much, man.
No, no, it's great, man. It's great. Thanks very much. Listen,
Actually, Vinny, are you actually going to look for this thing?
hey, no, 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 no. Of course not, man. Of course not. It's just a name that's come up for a friend. You know, it's got some dealings with him. He sounded a bit dodgy, so I just wanted to check in. You know how it is, man.
Okay. But seriously, man, if you're going to look in any kind of depth, there's this guy I also sent up there. Named Charlie. Nice bastard. Emphatically nice bastard. Yes, sir. He's your friend. You can tap into him if you need to.
Ah, man, fucking great. Nice one, man. Listen, drop by the butcher sometime. I'll give you a choice cut of meat. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna get some vegetables, gonna cook up some stew. I'm gonna get the best damn stew around. Now, oh, you made my day, man. You made my day, Vinny. Hey,
Hey.
that's why I keep returning your calls. You keep feeding me, feeding my family. You know that
Yeah,
means
it's in my nature. It's in my nature. Anyway, I've got to go, man. I've got to go. But you look after yourself, all right, buddy?
you too, Vinny. You too. Like, okay, now time for the fun part. Written.
Yes.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do this where you're being ejected or reciting the effects afterwards?
Oh no. What I envision happening is after the car has been vacated for a little bit, just a little bit into the ways of Cloverfield, the couple inside the car having gone to some kind of diner to go ahead and eat. Out pops Trent from the trunk of the vehicle. He's been, at this moment, currently stuck into that trunk about 6 or so odd hours, just waiting for these people to go ahead and stop. He didn't expect them to travel all the way out here in upstate New York. For his part, he sort of stumbles out and quickly realizes he has not brought any of his stuff. He didn't expect to actually be out here. He has a few things. He has the emergency pack on his back, but not much else. He goes ahead and scampers away and tries to figure out his surroundings.
Okay. You definitely see the diner. You definitely see some patrons and stuff, right? You see a few other buildings around, a grocery store or a little bookshop, what looks to be a courthouse or something, and something that looks further down the lane, more development and what looks like a tiny school.
All right, fair enough. Trent, for his part, is gonna lay low for a while. He's gonna lay low and he's gonna keep his eye on his quarry for as long as possible to get some more information about his current movements. And just sort of stand off for a while, become a wild man for a little bit. He's had previous history with surviving in the wilderness as a hunter, mind you, but he brought his emergency pack with him, so there's some energy bars in there to keep him going just for a little bit longer. And if you like that, we can go ahead and fast forward a few days.
Okay. This is what happened. You were able to find a hotel room because you had just barely enough cash on hand, and the motel man's like, yeah, sure, we can have a room. And while you're in the room, some strange actually.
Okay.
Okay. Um, okay. These motels usually still have a Gideon Bible on the counter and stuff. How does Trent feel about Bibles?
Trent, he's not an atheist. In fact, since he's been imbued, he's had more and more reason to go ahead and actually read the Bible. At this moment, he's more agnostic in his viewpoints, but just with each passing day, he has more and more reason to believe in at least something else.
Okay. For some reason, something possesses you to go ahead and pick up a Bible. And then there is a thundering brat from outside. It turns out to be a guy who's just gunning his car. But this started you just enough to drop the Bible. And it opens up to a very particular page. The Bible lies on the ground. It lays open, the beginning of John, with a written word at the top, so that it reads, Save John. That's only for you. That's only for you. In your mind's eye, you see it. You could swear you said it was written right there. But as soon as you blink, it's gone.
Go ahead and give a few blinks. Oh, God. Trent at this moment is way, way, way beyond his own comfort zone, and he does not want to proceed any further without trying to call in. So he's going to go ahead and pick up the phone and try to call one of the numbers that he believes is secure enough, and he believes will eventually get back to one of his hunter circles. And he's just going to sit there with the earpiece in his ear, just waiting.
And you get a call. You get a very panicked call from Trent.
The phone's actually going to ring till just about the last ring before the voicemail finally picks up, and then finally a voice on the other side. If this is not someone calling me to tell me I won the lottery, I'm hanging up.
Beep. This is Trent. I need to talk to you now. Secure line. Do you have one? Call me at this number. And he gives out a random number of the hotel room. Quickly, please. Click.
Juno yawns as she sits up from her bed and picks up some clothes and gets them on, and then gets onto the burner phone and calls the number and waits for Trent to pick up.
Trent doesn't hesitate at all, picking up the phone and saying, "Secure?"
Yeah, what's up? Why am I being woken up?
I need your help. I really do. I'm way, way far out here, and I don't want to be alone right now. Do you remember the spirit, the person I was talking to you about in the Bronx?
The one that can turn into a giant cat, or the one that's raising the Antichrist?
The one that's raising the Antichrist.
Okay.
Okay. I did a stupid thing. I hid it in the trunk of his car when he was leaving the manor, Fitzroy's at least. And yeah, he decided to take a long, long day trip into upstate New York. I'm currently in a hotel called the 81 in Cloverfield. I've been tracking this thing.
Wow. Okay, homeboy gets around. All right. So are we moving forward with Plan Q?
Yes, we're moving forward. We're moving forward right now. I have no idea where this thing is going to go afterwards, but I do not want to get any further. I do not want it to get away.
Are you kitted up?
I brought my emergency kit. There's nothing in there. Go ahead and take the primary stock, okay?
All right. I'll look up the address. I'll see you. It's upstate. Couple hours.
All right, I'll go ahead and hang tight, and thanks, Gino, really.
Don't mention it.
Click.
Juno stands up fairly groggy, being the one day she had off, and she's going to get dressed in the normal attire for when they're on the pursuit. Make her way to the primary stronghold to stock up in a kit in a duffel bag, and then make her way out that into Cloverfield.
Okay, fantastic. Could you do me a favor and sort of list what you're bringing?
She will bring obviously all the knives she normally carries because she's pretty damn vicious with those. She will bring the 2 heavy pistols, a shotgun, and a normal 9mm.
Okay. Do you bring any protection?
Juno wears an armored t-shirt.
You sure you don't have a vest anywhere?
Oh shit, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in that primary stock.
Alright, she'll bring the Kevlar vest and wear the motorcycle shirt. She'll also bring a vest for Trent.
Okay, fantastic. Now, we're going to skip forward for a little bit. Okay, we're going to skip to Benny and Charlie for a moment. Charlie, actually, Benny has a head start here. Benny, since you have a head start, you're able to arrive to the town early because you were already in your car.
Oh, I was actually going to say, I don't know if this will change the time or not, but upon finding out this guy's like connected to some like people who are vaguely dangerous, could he swing by a shop to pick up a couple of bits of kit? I don't know if that will change. Well, it'll
List what you want to bring.
Arsenal 1 wouldn't give me any armored clothing, would it?
I'll let you have a little bit of protection. Reinforced clothing is pretty much what anyone with like resources 1 can get. But with Arsenal 2, I'll let you have the Class 2 armor.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, would you mind if I switch some points around at the end to give myself Arsenal 2? Would that be cool?
Yeah, sure. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah. In that case, he'll sort of wear, to conceal the vest he's wearing, he'll wear a heavy sheepskin flight jacket, and beneath that he's carrying a couple of cleavers and a heavy revolver. Just because he's, you don't want to carry a bag around, but he's, sort of got him slid into a sheath, and, it shouldn't show because he's wearing a heavy coat. But yeah, anyway, after swinging by his place, he drives up to Cloverfield and he heads to the courthouse. It's courthouse, right?
Yes, it's the courthouse.
He'll sort of like park up, shut the door, and sort of look around the courthouse. Does everything look legit? Should I roll a perception check?
You can roll perception plus politics if you have it, or alertness if you don't have politics.
Yeah, I don't have politics.
If you make sure everything is okay.
Such a simple lifestyle. Oh no, it's right.
I'm an evil ST. I like people playing rolling different stats.
No, that's cool, man. Like, it's a good shout. I just wish I had the appropriate skill. Right, that's one success.
Okay. Hold on to that for the moment. We're going to switch over to Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's driving up on the motorcycle. He just has his standard gear in him, which isn't particularly much. He's got a penknife just because it's useful. A backpack. And on my backpack, I mean a small backpack. He's got like penknife. He's got a smartphone. He's got a burner phone, which he keeps for basically doing hunter stuff with. He's got a mag light. Some lunch, pair of like blue nitrile plastic gloves, and lighter, and some duct tape. Nothing terribly fancy.
Okay. You were able to find the courthouse, and as you're driving around, you realize very quickly that this is really far out from the city.
Like I said, on the motorcycle, so he will have like a helmet on. He'll have gear and stuff. Actually, I'm thinking on the, you might have seen the book. They've got like the fuel tank. They've got one. When a guy has a hunter code symbol, and my guy's got something like that going on too. Just like on the bike, so if he's riding around, other hunters can go. Because supernaturals don't seem to notice, or they haven't so far. So he's actually taking that risk just to brought a bit of advertising.
Okay, fantastic. You pretty much arrive at the courthouse, and you notice a rather odd, nice-looking. Vinny, what is your car like?
It's a big, slightly beaten up Land Rover, like a big kind of 4x4 kind of thing. Just it's good for transporting his gear. It's big enough so he can make runs with his meat and that kind of thing. It's just a big, heavy vehicle. Bit out of date, but
Okay. Hey, Charlie, you notice the big Land Rover over, and it's kind of odd. You don't really see this model in the city, but then again, out here in the outback woods, for lack of a better term, it seems more in place. But it's definitely something you don't really see in the city, pretty much.
I imagine he doesn't like meet the description of this guy at all.
Like, no, Vinny, no, doesn't mean description.
Good. Perfect.
Vinny, 1 second. With your ones, guys, you see that everything's pretty much on the damn level. There's not really a whole lot you can see out of touch. You do notice the dipshit behind you that arrived almost instantly behind you, but then that could be just the damn blister.
fair enough. Well, I mean, it's like if nothing's out of place, of course I'll sort of turn around, look the guy up and down on the bike, and head into the courthouse. And let me say, it's if you'd care to notice, he's about 6'6", built like a brick shit house, like a big sort of like red hair, ruddy looking face, beaten up, missing the end on a couple of fingers from where he slipped with a knife. This guy's he's fucked up looking.
I'm rolling discern. He looks odd in enough a place. He's missing fingers. He's a giant guy. I'm just rolling discern because he might be supernatural.
Oh yeah, he looks out of place.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
And as you notice, he's about the same size as your target.
Really? Okay. Well, he's not supernatural.
Nice.
We've got that running for the next 10 minutes anyway.
He's all human, baby.
Yeah.
All human.
Yeah, I'll head inside after knocking off the bike and whatnot.
Okay. As you approach and enter the courthouse, it is you notice right in front of you the pews and stuff, and the judges, two desks up at the front. This is the court, for lack of a better word, where it's entirely empty, and off to the side this way is the ticket office, is where you do little tiny misdemeanors. You go in and pay for stuff, and to the right is where a actual police officer station is. And further off in the back is where you have judge's quarters, pretty much just the judge's desk and a bunch of jam records.
Uh, I guess head over to the clerk's office. I mean, like, whoever is.
Okay.
Where's there a desk with somebody who looks like they know what's going on, like the receptionist?
To the left, you see the clerk, and she is looking at you very kindly. And say, "May I help you today?"
All right, my darling. I'm looking for someone. By the name of he came by here. He's a friend of mine. Clark Dunstan.
And she does this humming noise. Doesn't really ring a bell. Then again, that wasn't really my shift. Hold on a moment. Let me see if I can ask the morning worker. And she goes off to she moves off to a door, for which you assume to be a little staff room. And Vinny, Charlie, go ahead and roll me Perception plus Alertness.
Okay, 1 second. One success.
Okay. You hear Clark. You hear this guy. So you hear someone say Clark over at the clerk desk, or maybe you're confusing the Clark with Clark. But you're definitely hearing Clark.
No, I'm standing off the side, just listening. I'm not but I'm gonna focus more in on that conversation. While trying to not look like I am. I'm paying more attention to them basically.
Okay. Vinny. As you're sitting there for a little while, well, the nice woman comes back out. Yeah, I remember him. Kinda big dude, like you tall, but came in here, gave us a bunch of papers. Really can't tell you about that, but he was in here definitely.
Oh, he was in here. Listen, darling. Me and him go way back. Knew each other a few years ago. We were in business together actually. I'm just looking. I'm just looking to see where I can find him. You know, I'm staying in the local area. If you can tell me anything, it would be great. I really want to catch up with him. You know.
Oh, you don't say. You're looking for him. Oh, well, I don't really know if I can help you. But I'm sure someone else in the town can. There's Jarvis. He does the fireworks stand off maybe like a few miles later. It's kind of temperamental, like his fireworks. Or you can talk to the grocer. He's generally very knowledgeable, if getting on in years. And there's the local library if you want to check that place out.
Oh, library, yeah. And you say it's the greengrocers is the only one in the area, like.
The grocers? Yeah, it's the only one in the area. Very nice place. They help a lot of people out with lots of stuff.
She did mention the greengrocers, right? Or did I mishear you?
Yeah, there's a green grocers, whatever that is. It's just a grocery store.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's a Brit term. Apologies. Yeah. Look. Thanks very much. And Ben Jarvis, you say fireworks stand.
Yes, Jarvis Fireworks. Jarvis Explosions, or whatever he's calling it these days. 4th of July, he's awesome. Everyone likes him. During the rescue, he's kind of pissy, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, look, thank you very much. You've been a massive help. I understand about the paperwork. You don't want to be putting your job at risk. But thanks very much, my love. I'll see you around maybe. When you kind of gives her a brief smile, and it's quite a sweet smile, but it's like, a bit, you know, and he just turns around and, walks away.
Yep. Once he's gone, I'll walk up. It's like, I can't help but over here. Obviously, myself and that gentleman are looking for the same guy now. My name's Charlie, and I'm involved in New York with some of the neighborhood watches. So one of the police officers asked me just to come down here because this Duncern just he hasn't. I just want to know. Obviously, you can't give me confidential information. I wouldn't ask you to, but has he been nice? Has he caused any problems while he's been here?
Oh,
Nothing necessarily specific, obviously.
oh, Mr. Johnson? Look, it's not really my business to talk about other people's affairs like that. I mean, what I can tell you officially is that, oh, yeah, he's had some voice complaints, but not really. But, and she goes in a very hush whisper tone.
Okay.
He's having a few perishable problems. But you didn't hear that from me.
He's having a few what problems? Professional?
Marriage.
Oh, I see. Right. Well, no, that's thank you for the information. Hopefully things work out for him, but yeah, thank you. And with that, I'll kind of head away.
Okay, by the way, Benny, you know how you can see the hunter code? You see the fucking hunter code on that guy's fucking bike right there. The guy that just fucking popped out right behind him.
I actually know that symbol. I don't really know any other hunters.
Yeah, no. If you see the hunter code, you recognize it. And what's more, if let's say your vampire saw the hunter code and he drew it somewhere, and Benny walked up, Benny would know the one that a vampire drew was wrong. It's only if another hunter does it. Like, he will instinctively know if somebody's tried to fake it.
Seriously?
So you'll know that one means, like, healer.
Alright, well, he'll go to his car, sort of go to unlock it, and kind of glance at the bike and kind of stop, look at the bike, then look towards the courthouse for this guy who's just walked past. Are you walking out of the courthouse? Or?
Yeah, he'll be walking because he wasn't there that much longer. So by the time you're taking this to register, he's kind of walking out, just kind of whistling, getting ready to put back on the helmet.
He clears his throat. It's like a chainsaw starting up. It's like a deep throat. You right, pal?
Yeah, Grant, yourself?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Nice bike.
Oh, yeah, lovely day for a drive.
The artwork on the side, very interesting, very distinctive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, a friend of mine did it. Do you might know him?
Friend of yours did it. What?
Well, friend. Let's say a friend showed me the design. Did it myself.
Ah. And he kind of sort of nods. He's like, Benny. And he sticks out his massive fucking hand.
And she goes, Matthew. He puts his own hand out. I'm going to need to roll because he doesn't like other hunters knowing his name. Because some of them are crazy. And crazy in the violent, I want to kill everyone kind of way. He is not this, however.
I don't think I've got barely any dice to detect that.
I've only got one success, so you might as well give it a go.
I got one success.
Defender wins! Yay! Matthew.
Oh, no, it isn't. No, 10 doesn't count for anything. Apology. Yeah. Matthew, right. No, it's interesting. You looking for Dunstan?
Yeah, no, he's been attracting a bit of attention. I understand. Now, just between you and me, I've heard he's had a bit of marital problems and that, and he's had a bit of a problem with the law before. wasn't given exact details in that regard, but
Had a bit of a problem with the what now?
the law.
Oh, the law.
I wasn't told exactly.
I spoke to a friend of mine. Says he's Fitzroy or something. Involved with a few
Oh,
dodgy.
okay. Oh, okay. My name's actually Charlie. If you know Fitzy, you're good. I just don't like to let it. I don't like to know everybody on our side knowing all my details. But if you're a friend of Fitzy, that's good enough for me. I'm Charlie.
Is Fitzroy the copy? Yeah.
Yeah. Say he
Oh,
is. Couldn't give him. It's like yeah.
yeah. Oh right. Charlie.
Yeah. That's it. But
He said you were looking for him.
yeah.
Man, a friend of Fitzy's a friend of mine, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no. You know what I mean? You can't be because, like, I don't know if you from Adam, but if you know Fitzy, you're fine in my book.
No, good
Little
man.
do I know.
um, yeah, it's the girl behind the counter. She said it'd be worth checking out for Jarvis Fireworks or the grocery store. Apparently, good leads or
Okay.
where you're going for these guys.
He's apparently been having a little bit of marital strife, shall we say, and he's been trying to change his name legally, a few things like that. I didn't know he had anything involved on the weirder side of things. I thought this is just some regular guy.
Well, I'm not sure he's as regular as all that. I mean, I'm not being, hope I'm not being indiscreet. You're on the level, man. And he kind of looks around, conspiratorially, and then leans down, and he's like, when your radio starts churning out a name, telling you to come to a certain place, I don't think we're just looking for any regular guy here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's look. Let's pool our resources. We'll go on together, and hopefully he's other than a few noise complaints. Hopefully there won't be anything we have to deal with. Maybe have a word with him if we need to.
Hey, man, look, I understand. Like, talking is just you always want to try and talk things out first. But if it gets a bit nasty, then no, if you're not gonna mind if it gets a little bit physical. Yeah, you can handle that.
Um, that's not what I'm supposed to do. But if it comes down to that, I'm able to help. That's not what You'll see what I mean if it happens.
Yeah, well, man, look, we'll try the whole talking thing first. But I've got a feeling it might turn a bit nasty. If it gets a bit fresh, don't worry about it, man. Just stand behind me. I'm big enough for the two of us.
Okay. Let's check out this greengrocers anyway. You take the lead. I'll follow up behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna put team Charlie Benny on hold for a moment, and go over to Trent and Juno. I will let you guys basically fast forward a few times. You guys are at the motel.
Okay. Begin the scene with Trent currently sitting on the bed looking through the Gideon Bible, actually, as he's flipping through a few of the verses of John, going over a few of the miracles of just a few of the miracles as he's mind-numbingly chumming down on some energy bar. It's the last of them. He's been surviving on these for a few nights now.
Okay, do me a favor and roll intelligence plus academics or occult.
Yeah, I'll go with occult.
Go ahead.
Oh, 2 10s.
Oh, nice. Okay, with just the cursory glance and what you remember instinctively, John is actually the last gospel related directly to Jesus Christ. It also has the most references to miracle working, and is typically, when people think about faith healing and stuff like that, that's the one book they typically go to. it's also not referenced, but related to the Book of Revelations or the Book of Apocalypse, simply because of the nature of who wrote it. It was both written by a John. Whether it is the same John or a different John has been left up to different interpretations and different, basically, librarians and stuff like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all he's doing at the moment.
Good, yeah. You're a scene.
Juno will arrive, like she said, a few hours after it all, after the call. Coming directly and stepping off the motorcycle, she finally makes her way up to the room and just taps her knuckles against the door.
Trent will go ahead and actually pull back the curtain of the motel just to look outside for a second. If he sees Juno, he'll just open the door. But if she's hiding around the corner...
No, she's just pretty much staying right there at the door.
Alright. Without much further ado, Trent will go ahead and slide the slide log out of place, open the door, look at her, and say, "Get in, quick."
Juno just inhales sharply and steps in, duffel bag over one shoulder, and walks inside.
Alright. With that, Trent quickly goes ahead and closes the door, slide locks it, and puts the bolt on as well. He looks to Juno before grabbing his emergency bag from underneath the bed, just slamming it onto the covers, and at this point sort of zips it out and starts taking things out. These are, like I said, it's his emergency bag. It's not his go-to bag. It's not his hunting bag. So he's got some flashlights, some glow sticks, some emergency rations, but they all seem to be running out fairly quickly as he goes ahead and looks to Juno and says, "Okay, what do we have?"
Juno just opens up the bag and pulls out the shotguns and the pistols and sets them on with the boxes of ammunition.
Alright, cool. Good. Awesome. I've only been stalking this thing out for a few hours, and I know the car. I know the license plate of the car. If we can track that thing down, we can find out where he's hiding out.
So, do you know where the car is, or are we going completely in the dark here?
We're not going completely in the dark. The last I saw, he was at the diner. The car was, at least, and they drove off towards one particular direction of town. But other than that, I've got no idea.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I know.
Do we have a name or anything we can go on with this guy?
We know he's Clark Dunson. We know the license plates. We know the make and model of the car. Perhaps we sort of ask around to where people last saw that car. And we also know Rosemary, her general description. Perhaps people have seen her as well. Maybe if we sort of dress this up as concerned friends looking for Rosemary, maybe that'll work.
You're better at that sort of thing than I am. I could always take a set of keys to the side of my bike out there and say that we're looking for the car that hit us.
That'll work. That'll work, actually. And I have no idea how to talk to people either. All I know is, look, Gino, I'm dedicated. I'm confirmed now. No matter what happens, that thing doesn't leave here without me going after it.
Glad to see that you're on board.
Alright, cool. Right. Are you sure you want to hurt that beauty out there? Because that thing's awesome.
Sacrifices sometimes have to be made. Sacrifices sometimes have to be made.
I feel ya. I feel ya. Okay, about this gear. I don't feel awesome about just leaving it here. You have any ideas? Do we have any Dropbox?
The seat on the motorcycle has a hollow underneath of it.
Okay, fair enough. We can hide the stuff that we're actually gonna carry with us down there.
These things only have 2 shots, and she points at the shotguns. So make them count.
Thank you, Juno. Thank you. With that, Trent will go ahead and start to take the offered weapon, redistribute it into his own emergency pack, sort of zip it back up, and go ahead and proceed outside to stash it.
Juno will actually place the 44 into her jacket pocket, or into her jacket holster. She actually has the license to be able to carry it legally, so she's not too worried about it. She makes sure that the bandoliers in her waistband full of knives are set and ready, and then makes her way down with keys in hand, and then just leans up against the side of it, looking at Trent like the adoring couple that they have often portrayed, and just winces as she drags the key crisscross and 3 or 4 times back across the fuel tank and fiberglass of the Ducati, and then just steps away with her head held low.
I know that took a lot, and I swear I'll make it up to you.
Yeah, this would be the second bike of mine that you've been involved in somewhat of its destruction.
All I can say is that last bike hit me in the face.
You've got a point.
You want to go ahead and take the seat and I'll set up towards your back?
Yeah, just hang on.
Alright. And Trent does so as if he is the adoring male counterpart to this couple, which he is certainly not.
And they'll drive in towards town, towards the diner where they last saw Clark Dunson.
Okay. Do me a favor, every one of my hunters, please roll a fake die.
Okay. D10 or a couple of pluses and minuses?
It's a D10.
Okay,
Just
fair enough.
I got a plus.
Okay,
So you wanna die
I'll let
first.
everyone pass. I'll let everyone pass. Yes.
Plus!
I got an 8.
Okay.
Luckiest son of a bitch hunters.
I got a 4.
Okay.
I have the lucky merit if we need a tiebreaker.
I see. You guys are lucky sons of bitches. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, odds and evens, was it?
Yeah. For high and low.
He was expecting for trouble. That's what he was preparing for.
Okay. Juno and Trent, you drive past a fireworks stand of no consequence to you whatsoever. But as you're driving away, and as you're driving this way, on the exact opposite side, 2 participants are driving this way. And as you're driving across, for a split second, it's almost like all the stars align as they're looking at you, you're looking at them, and you look down, and on the bike, you see the hunter symbol of redemption, healing, medic, and it almost just clicks for all of you, except for Sam, unfortunately. That you're all in fact in this together, but then you both just sort of veer off to your opposite directions.
I'm gonna flash the headlight at Benny, and once I think he notices, if it's safe to do so, I'm gonna do a U-turn and start following them.
The fuck are you playing at? And sort of like, and he kind of stops and cumbersomely kind of spins the wheel and does like a 3-point turn. It's like a side three.
As you're doing the turn, you actually kick up a little bit of dirt on the explosion stand, but the guy there is like,
Wait, the what stand?
Fireworks.
stand. And the elevator station is just going like,
I just sort of like turn around and I'm like, sorry. Yeah, I drive after the bike.
Juno is going to pull the bike over to the side of the road and stop and look over her shoulder.
I'm gonna pull up ahead of them, so you see where I am, and I'm gonna pull the car kind of in front of them, and get off, taking off the helmet, as I walk towards the driver's seat. I'm using discern again, just to be on the safe side, because just even if I think there's no reason not to be cautious about it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do. At least I'm gonna do the same.
Yep, they look perfectly human.
Perception and zeal. I always forget what my perception is.
Yeah.
It's always abysmal.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 for the next 40 minutes. She'll stop and look at Charlie, and kind of shrug Trent off her back as she steps off the bike and walks towards Charlie.
Oh, sorry, I thought why do I keep thinking you're in a car or something?
Trent will go ahead and actually mimic the gesture, but stay about a few feet, 3 feet behind her, enough to know that, he's there, but apparently Juno wants to take the lead on this one.
He kind of jacks the thumb towards the vehicle, and he's like, "Do you know what that means?" Or what? Actually, he'll go, "What do you think of that?" And if you're hunters, obviously you know what the fuck he means.
She's just gonna expose her forearm that has the Avenger symbol tattooed on it.
Oh yeah, Trent's doing the same thing.
He took a little bit more relaxed on Trent than this woman. Crap one of them.
I will sort of step out of the car and sort of stroll up next to Charlie.
Before he says it, pointedly before he says anything, you guys might be in the same area. You guys might be going after the same thing we are. We're not sure about it. If we're going to be calling each other things, you guys can call me Matt. And this here's my friend Rodney. Some of us call him Red. And he gives Benny a very specific look. Just fucking play along.
Benny kind of Matt and Red. Fuck's sake. He kind of, I don't know, like a wash of what the fuck kind of passes across his face. I don't know, maybe noticeably, depending on if you want to check or not. But he kind of goes, "Alright, hey."
3 successes. Although he's making clear this isn't necessarily their real names, but he's
Juno's just gonna kind of nod at the two of them. Natasha, Clint, and she points to Trent and calls him Clint, and hopefully somebody will get that reference.
Yeah, I do.
So, I'm going to say the Corey then. Dunson?
Yeah. We're in the same business we are, Lovey.
So we're kind of I don't know who. Okay. Will we compare notes?
Yeah, we should definitely compare notes.
Okay.
I've been on this for a while now. months,
Okay, you
in fact.
probably have more than we do, seeing as I didn't know I was on a hunt until about 40 minutes ago. This Clark Dunson guy, he's trying to get his name legally changed, but he's got some criminal history. I don't know specifically for what, but apparently the word in the grapevine is he's having some marital difficulties.
Mhm.
He's using a PO box. I don't know any address he's got. So that's kind of all I got. And he just kind of looks towards Benny.
Yeah. When we were at the court, they said to check around some of the local establishments, the grocers, some guy named Jarvis fireworks stand. We were just heading there when we passed you. He's so- What do you know about this guy? You said you've been on his tail for a while.
Clint here has been following him closer than I have. He's just been waiting to get into the position where we decided whether or not we're actually striking.
Mhm.
Well,
I'm very, very glad that apparently my cause is attracting more attention. This thing, the thing that calls itself Clark, I've been tracking it down for a few months, and that was all the way, way, way back till Brooklyn. The thing is inside of him. The thing inside of him is angry. It's full of wrath. It's full of fire. And I don't know if you guys will call me crazy or not, but it's an infernal spirit.
stranger things happen at sea, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
What
Now,
has it done?
It's trying to raise the Antichrist.
Juno,
I'm rolling.
Natasha.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to see if you catch my slip up.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
Can I roll something against that?
What were you? What were you
With,
trying to come up with?
with-
We're just kind of like, is she serious? Kind of thing. I was focusing on her mainly.
She's being totally and brutally honest about that.
Yes.
Success.
You guys are both on the pursuit, so she's willing to be forthcoming with that.
Okay, fair enough. We're being forthcoming with that. Here's the thing. This spirit inside of him pushed the original soul out, and it's been masquerading as Mr. Dunson for quite a while. Mr. Dunson apparently had a girlfriend who was pregnant at the time of the possession, and for a long, long time, Mr. Dunson went ahead, or at least the thing calling itself Mr. Dunson, had basically kidnapped his girlfriend, kept her away from everybody, isolated her within a mobster's mansion. And for some reason or another, a week ago or so, that mansion went ahead and caught on fire, and I tracked him as he was trying to run. And he's ran all the way out here. Now,
Okay. This covers base. Are you're sure this thing is in him?
I saw it go in.
Okay. Are you
You say
sure he's like? Are you sure? Are you positive that we can't help him? Are you positive there's like that he is gone? Are you absolutely sure?
Matt.
right. Look, that aside,
Matt. No. This is important. Matt. There's a symbol that you don't see ever, except for certain circumstances. Irredeemable. Side with monster. I see that on him.
look,
Okay, he got 5 successes, so I'm guessing he knows you are deathly serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of
Here-
right. He just kind of.
Juno looks over at Red, who seems to be trying to interject.
And you say he's kidnapped the woman.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. This Mr. Dunson thing, it may seem on the surface that Mr. Dunson really cares for his girlfriend, but I don't think it's quite genuine, or I don't think it's quite sincere as it ought to be. And the complicated part is Jonathan. Jonathan happens to be an infant in all this. That new life has been swept up and everything. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but Clark is irredeemable. John, I want to take away from this.
You kind of hear some knuckles crack as like he clenches a fist kind of involuntarily at his side. And you hear a couple of knuckles kind of pop.
Okay.
Sort of like he's kind of got this.
Easy, Red. The first thing we're going to make sure is that the innocents are not casualties, not collateral damage.
Okay.
There's been too much of that going around lately.
Trent looks knowingly at Juno just for a second.
Okay, I can definitely get. I'm not an advocate of rushing towards violence. Too many of us just rush towards that, but it does seem to me to be a case where perhaps that is necessary. I don't have any taste for it myself, but I'd be able to help. I want to make sure, however, we get this woman and child away from the situation if anything is going to happen, whether we're able to deal with him or not.
If we're lucky, we can hit him hard enough and fast enough and keep the two innocents out of it.
Right. So you ready? Where are we going?
I guess we're going to the fireworks stand.
We're going to the last place we saw them, a diner, just a little bit up the way. And a little bit up the way, I know like approximately where their car went. After that, I have no idea.
You know what? I've got an idea. She takes out her burner phone and looks at Trent. You still have yours?
Trent goes ahead and actually takes a burner phone out of his pack. I never go without it.
She just hands hers over to Matt.
Matt actually takes one out. It seems like a relatively cheap one. Is it just give me a number?
She'll just give him the number then.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow your leads that you have? We'll follow our leads, and then once we have something, we'll reconvene, regroup.
Sounds like a top plan. Shall we go, Matt?
Sure. And
Clint,
Mm-hmm.
considering we're on a bike, you might want to give Red the hardware.
Right. Okay. Trent will go ahead and go to the hauled out, the secret place underneath the bike, take out his own emergency back after taking out some whatchamacallit, glow sticks. These are imperative for his own paradigm, and just sort of sling the bag over and offer it to Red. It is quite heavy.
What's your strength?
I got a strength of 2.
Like I don't know, like he lifts it. It's not much to him. Like, he kind of sort of takes it and kind of like with relative ease, and opens the back of the big, sort of like the Land Rover, and sort of places it in quite carefully because he doesn't know what's in it. Anything else?
That's hardware. Don't get caught with it, okay?
No, I don't intend to. He kind of hides it under a couple of boxes of. Is that meat? Is that a box of frozen meat in the back of his car? He kind of hides it under a few packs. He sort of looks at it and he says, Sorry. Kind of slammed the door shut.
Juno will just kind of smirk a bit before walking back to her bike and climbing up on it.
Before Trent goes ahead and actually also jumps on the bike, I'll just look at Matt and Red and said, "Fire. It likes fire. It likes to burn things. Be careful." As he just goes ahead and also jumps on the bike.
As he starts up his own bike, Bat just kind of mumbles to himself with the helmet on. He's like, and that's why you guys want to go to the fireworks factory first?
Well, I headed to the fireworks factory first. I thought.
Wait, crap, I thought they were. I was like, fuck. He's like, yeah, fireworks factory. This is going to work out really good.
You really fucked this one up.
I want to die.
Okay. Who wants to go first and to where?
Fireworks.
You know, they can go to the fireworks. We're going to go to the diner.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a plan, and I think Trenton can follow along.
Yeah, totally.
Let's do the fireworks one first, because I'm being pretty vindictive right now.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You drive your vehicles up there, and Matt gets there pretty fine and dandy, and Red will follow quickly behind. And as you come to, it's not a factory, it's a stand, and what happens is they to open up, they just pull the wood up, and you have all the fireworks behind it. And you notice a very scrangly head mech, and with a full ponytail and a rough-looking beard that comes down to about here. Look at you guys, and he gives a rub. Well, half off after 4th of July special.
What?
Half off after 4th of July special, boy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right,
sure.
yeah.
No, that says, yeah, that sounds like an offer I can't refuse. So I'm gonna take out some. I'm gonna start perusing things, and I'm gonna just like, actually didn't come here for that, but no, it sounds like a great offer, and I'm, putting stuff in a whatever it is, I can start collecting stuff in to buy.
Actually, you have to in the booth. You have to point at what you want.
Yeah, I'll start pointing at one or two things. I know this game's, but it was like, actually, that's not what we came here. Looking for a friend of ours, Clark, big guy. I'll give him kind of a description.
Clark, big guy. Oh yeah, I know him. Good fella. Always pays top dollar.
Yeah.
I believe in that guy.
Yeah,
That guy is special. He knows his fireworks.
Likes a firework display, does he? Yeah.
That everyone here likes to give him shit about noise complaint, and I'm saying, fuck them. Struggle pride and patriotism. That guy knows what it's done.
Oh man, like I can totally empathize with that. But noise complaints though. I mean, what? He must live in like a populated area. Where does he live around here, man?
No, that's the fuck off thing. He lives off county. He doesn't live anywhere near the damn city. That's what I'm pissed off about. They come here about noise complaints when he specifically said, "Yo, fuck you, who council? I'll just live all the way out there in the middle of fuck off nowhere." That's why
Yeah, you respect people's privacy, but no, people are just too uptight these days.
Exactly. I mean, look at this Rothermere Kicker Firebot C330.
Am I getting like he's got kind of a patriot thing going on. Am I seeing like American flag and other stuff going on? Am I getting
Confederate?
I'm not Confederate. I said, like an American flag or something. Like, oh yeah, we didn't let we didn't beat those goddamn commies to let the whole world go to crap like this. So I'm gonna try and draw him out, see if we can get more details, kind of a thing. I've got good listeners, so I'll let him rant for a good 10 fucking minutes and pick out what information I can.
Red tries not to look like he's going to try and shoot himself.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Oh no.
Then you have the Warthog 360. It is a little fuck off little tank thing. And he's shooting what looks like a firecracker strapped to a toy car. Then you've got the Mamba Wambas, which is basically like 13 handles, 50 together to shoot fireballs. But Johnson, he usually likes to go for the plain stuff. Yeah, he's not adventurous as I am, but he pays good. So, I'm good, fine boy. Say that, Johnson. Huge motherfucker, gigantic. I don't see the wife anymore. Whatever.
I'm actually gonna buy a decent amount of fireworks because these could be really useful as a distraction in the future.
Like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You get about a quantity of fireworks back.
Okay, cool. A quantity of fireworks. I can live with a quantity of fireworks.
And
You know, this is gonna be one of those things where, like, a couple of we're gonna be like a couple months down the line. It's like, but how could you possibly do such a big distraction in such a short period of time? I've got a quantity of fireworks.
Indeed you do. That's gonna haunt me later on. I'm pretty darn sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get about 3 quantities of fireworks. Or if you want to spend more money, you spend more money.
I might come back here later. You give me a supply for fireworks.
Okay. And to anyone watching this, no, I do not know the fireworks rules for
It's no explosives. I'm not talking about blowing stuff up. I'm talking about actually literally distractions.
No, I know, but I'm just telling the audience. No, I do not know the civic fireworks rules for New York State.
No.
So we're just gonna push that to the side for the moment because it's full of darkness and well, thanks to the little things happen more often. And he gives you sort of a place. He gives you Hard Rock County. There you go. He gives you the county name, Hard Rock County.
Cool.
Okay. Do you want to spend any more time with the fireworks salesman?
Not if I can't get anything more. Once we go away from him, I'm gonna take out the phone, and I'm gonna give because he told us the general direction your man's out by.
Yeah, he sort of points.
Did we get anything more specific? Because I, dropped a lot of the money, and I've got good listener and a chatting with us. I'm trying to can I at least get a roll to see if we can get any more specifics out of this fucker?
Sure, go ahead. Roll your perception plus empathy, yes.
Okay. Would you say, seeing as he was complaining about other people, there is an element of politics about the situation?
No, I'm not going to give you that one, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Only one success.
Okay. In addition to the county, he also gives a name. Oh wait, fuck that. No. Yeah, he gives a road. He gives a road. Ryan Sylvan. Nice fucking country road. No one out there. Just no one. Just a bunch of fucking deer. And just fucking country boys drinking beer and moonshine.
Right.
Grand so. And once we go back to the car park, I'll give the guys a phone call, which I'm sure we'll catch up on when they're finished their hellish scene of death.
Okay, we're gonna shift over to the diner scene. How's it going, guys? What you doing?
Juno has pulled the two of them up into the diner and puts the kickstand out, turns the bike off, and gets off and starts shouting about somebody hitting her motorcycle. She's just shouting at Trent. Did you see that? Did you see that?
No, yes, I did. I did see it. Oh, I know. I know. You think anybody stole him the car? I mean, he didn't even stop to give us, any insurance information. He just hit us and then he ran. We could have died.
Hit me with the mirror. I mean, look at. And she literally gets down on her knees and starts, doing with her hands on either side of the scratch. Look at this.
You know what? You know what? Let's see if anybody saw him pass by. I'm sure somebody here did.
Oh, you guys get lucky. Very lucky. Okay. From inside, your commotion has got the intention of one or two patients and one or two of the waiting staff have as they're just looking over and yeah, they notice your collars and get a whole bunch of ruckus. Okay, and they're expecting you to like come in and say something.
Oh yeah. Trid will play the consoling partner, saying it's okay, Natasha. It really is. We'll figure this all out. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to hit us and almost kill us. And I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to run off without giving us information. I'm sure this is all just a big misunderstanding. He says that he's sort of escorting this distraught partner into the diner, looking for the people who are currently looking at him, and he's sort of. He'll actually go to one of the wait staff and say, I'm sorry, do you happen to work here? We were in a bit of a spot here.
Yeah, I work here. Been working here ever since I got out of high school. Could be better, could be worse, could be better.
Okay.
Damage on your motorbike there.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to be working one of the earlier shifts today, would you?
No, that was more Stephanie's thing. Don't know if I think she's actually in the back right now. If you have a complaint, you can go to the courthouse and report it.
No, we don't really want to go through all that hoopla. We just want to find whoever it is and just simply talk to him. I'm pretty sure it's just a big misunderstanding, but we would like to clear it up without having somebody else come in and step in. But you say that she's in the back?
Like, I'll go get her. Just sit down and we'll get you some coffee. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Pecan pie and coffee, please.
Pecan like $4.
Slips
Two
in.
slices then. 2 slices, one for me, one for him.
Slips in $10 as well as a $5 afterwards.
Like, okay then. She was about to give you the coffee for free, but now that you're buying stuff, yay! Okay.
And
After some quantity of time, you're shown to a booth. If there's a little bit of rustling, I don't do anything this time. Hey, get out there! It's your turn. It's not my fault that guy's a crazy maniac. Like, doesn't matter. Look, Rosemary's a nice person, and you will help her out here. Here, but I didn't do anything this time. That was like weeks ago. Oh.
Juno has the cute sense hearing.
Yes. Roll your perception alertness, and depending on what you roll, that's how much you're getting in this conversation.
Alright. I can't believe I didn't raise that up last time. Damn it. Oh well. Alright. We'll just we'll just roll with it for now. Okay, here we go. 4 dice. Difficulty I think is a -2.
Just roll.
Yep. Alright. 6. Willpower points. Thank God for the willpower points.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Juno. So, you get that there is some scuffling. You get the word Rosemary, but not much else. Yeah.
Juno's just gonna stand up very calmly and hold her cup of coffee as she walks over to the door and just very gently knocks on it.
And there's a knock at the thing, and there's a bunch of and up from the door it looks like a reasonably younger looking woman, and possibly a teenager or something, and holding a tray of what looks like fried eggs, a hamburger, and what looks like a strawberry.
You know Rosemary, Clark's girlfriend?
The tray drops. Stops.
Juno's gonna try and catch it because why not?
Make a dex, either athletics or melee, whichever one you think is better.
I'll go for melee.
Of course.
Okay. Difficulty 7.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. You're able to grab it in such a way that some of the stuff startles a bit, but you're able to catch it, and none of the food is like flying off to the floor. So good job. Yeah. Don't scare me like that, God. Jesus.
Don't drop your food. She holds up the tray.
Like, and she takes it back, like very you know this thing kind of pissed off it. You know how much, I can't afford to drop anything anymore. Like, look. Don't you know this is the wait staff area? Only employees are supposed to get back here. As she's walking very briskly to a booth at the far side of the corner. Where there is a child and a father figure, and a motherly figure, enjoying a pleasant afternoon.
Juno is gonna snap at Trent's direction and point at the booth to see if he recognizes them.
Does he?
Make a perception investigation. Or wits investigation, actually.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 4 dice. Spend any willpower point since I was brought in that general direction. Good thing I did.
Okay, these people look nothing like it. They look like they're in church clothes or something. Nothing.
Trent will just go ahead and signal no.
Juno just sighs and waits for the waitress to come back.
And as the waitress is coming back with an interview tray, look, what do you want?
Juno's gonna take a 20 from her pocket and put it on the tray.
What would you like? She says in a very different tone.
Look, Rosemary and I go way back. We were in high school together.
Wait, are you from New York City?
Of course I'm from... Yeah, New York.
Okay. Look, Rosemary's a nice person, but she's a klutz. Things just break around her. I don't know why. Cursed. Nice person. She doesn't mean it. But last week, I was at the in soap suds, just trying to get through the dishes, and she starts lifting up her sleep it. And some of the water, and then while she was away, some of the water just splashed on me. And she's looking, and she's displaying on you what looks like a rather red and scalded area. I don't. Nice person, but I don't want her to come into work again.
Look, and she just leans in really close to the waitress. Ever since that guy Clark came around, that stuff's been happening quite a bit. We think it's him.
I think of course, he's stalking her everywhere she is. Look. Crazy boyfriend stories aside, she's nice, she's messed up.
My friend and I here, my boyfriend, she points over at Trent. We've been kind of trying to find her and get her some help. family's really worried, and we're the only ones that have the free time to come out here. You know how busy life can be down in the big city.
Yeah, I know very, very much. And Sam, you're falling asleep. Sorry, Sam, I had to do it. Look, she dropped. Look, we were down here the last time. She drive north to go back up to their place. We went up there because I've got my own shit to deal with. Okay?
I'll tell you what. Just give me an address, tell me where they are, we'll go up there, and with any luck, Clark will be in a good enough mood that he'll let us take her home to see her family without, getting all upset and yelling and screaming, and then they sleep in separate bedrooms for the next 3 months.
Always pick up her checks, here. But I can give you the road. It's called Reasudra. It's off in Rock County. Castle Rock County. Is what I said? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And, you know what? Why don't you and your coworker have those slices of pecan pie we bought? Our treat.
Like, you act like we don't eat the food everyone doesn't eat anyways. You know how many fast food, how many fast track burgers I've had to eat over the week?
She'll just sigh and pull out another 20, then maybe go out to a steakhouse after work tonight.
Okay then. Okay. Look. Clark's kind of loud, and I think at some point something went wrong for him. I don't know what. I've never met him before, but I'm pretty sure some point in his life something went wrong for him. That's all I want to say.
The man who Clark was didn't deserve the way his life has worked out now.
Maybe. I don't know.
No. Don't worry about it. He'll get help too. We'll make sure that, things go. He gets some closure on all the bad things that are going on in his life. And with that, she just smiles and walks and motions to Trent to follow her.
Trent will go ahead and follow quite faithfully, going ahead and mingling his hand into hers, twiddling the fingers. So we cool? We got some. We know where to go now?
Yeah. And she goes out into the parking lot and waits for the phone call from Matt. She answers, Matt?
Yeah, found out where the county is, where he's staying, even the road. So, yeah.
Rhea Silva?
Yeah, that's the spot.
Alright, we got it too. Meet us down at the diner.
Okay. Actually, maybe we should meet somewhere else if
How
best not
about
to be
at the
too much together.
How about at the mouth of that, or a little ways from that road?
Yeah.
Alright. Gina will hang up, walk up to the bike, get on, and wait for Trent to join her.
Trent will go ahead and actually follow, get on the back of the cycle.
At this stage,
Okay.
if Benny is up for it, Matt might just ride along in his vehicle, leave his bike in town. Tracks less
Actually,
attention.
You're muted, Sam.
question: who here has patron?
Who has what?
Who here has patron?
Benny.
I do. I have 2 dots of it.
Who has what?
Patron background.
Oh, I've got Patreon, 2 dots of it, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
both you two roll your 2 dots.
A 9 and a 10.
Woo!
Mine's gonna suck. I just know it. Yeah, 4 and a 3.
Okay, this is what happens. There's a freak wind from somewhere as closer to the diner or to the mouth of whatever you are. There's a whirling noise, and suddenly there's just a lot of paper, like newspaper, that's like everywhere, just whipping, and it actually lands directly on
Juno will hold out her hand as this has
Red.
probably happened to her from a time or two before.
Yes,
Jane's gonna go ahead and grab the paper off her face.
no, it's not on Juno's face. It's right on Red's face. And Juno, you're at the exact right position to read on the bottom. Sidebar Health Administration notice of mad cow and wild animal attacks within the Castle Rock area. Please be advised. If you are picnicking, try another destination. That is the headline, pretty much.
Juno's gonna pick. I guess they're together. They're all together at this point.
Yeah, you're all together.
She's just gonna look back at her bike, put the kickstand down, leave it on the side of the road, pull the keys out. Red,
Yeah.
can we hitch a ride?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you don't mind thinking of frozen meat? Yeah, it's fine by me. Yeah. So it's a spacious kind of truck, and he opens up the back door. It's just the back area has got some boxes in it, and he kind of
It's Matt will actually get out. I assume Matt probably already in the passengers. He'll actually get out to let Natasha get into the front seat.
Natasha will get into the front seat.
he like Red finishes moving around some boxes, and sort of and he kind of looks at Trent and kind of taps his nose and sort of pats a box which has the hardware in it. And then he
Right. Trent will make sure that the hardware from Natasha's bike gets over to Red's particular trunk, and he sort of just, leaves it in the same box of hardware.
and he climbs in the front seat.
Mhm.
So we all ready to go then, or what?
Well, it seems that somebody seems to think that it's pertinent information that we know about, that there's been animal attacks in this area.
Oh, right, animal attacks, right. Yeah.
Juno, as she sits back, she's going to leave the seatbelt off, and she's actually going to just take one of the knives in hand, loop the leather strap about her wrist, and then just hold on to it and keep it on her lap.
Like Red pulls out a filterless cigarette, like it's a beaten up old thing. It's like a hand rolled cigarette. And it smells strong and not very nice to those who don't smoke. And he offers.
Well, if we're going to be cautious, I suggest that we go ahead and wear protection. What do we think about that as we're going up there?
I only bought enough hardware for me and you.
Let these two have it. They don't know what they're up against.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've already got mine.
We have better stuff.
Have you?
Yeah, and Trent will go ahead and actually unzip one of the bags to show some Kevlar vests, actually, too, if I believe.
Yep.
Am
You
I?
guys wear them.
Sorry, Trent. Am I wearing Kevlar? I forget. Is that what I picked up?
You got
No.
the Class 2 kind of armor, and what they're presenting is the Class 3 kind of armor. It's not all that different. It adds +1 to your armor rating and takes a negative from your dex. But remember, you've all got to remember, everyone wearing something is better than one guy getting left out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I was. He kind of looks at Matt.
Matt's at least wearing some like biker leathers. Matt's just kind of like, you guys take him.
Okay.
Juno's just going to kind of hold out her forearm and hold out the Avenger symbol and just see if Red reacts to it at all.
He looks at it and kind of just. Is it customary for hunters to have a tattoo, or is it just?
No,
It's just that
completely.
Juno happens to be a tattoo artist.
I once went around with a character with I had a fake ID, which was like, oh, I'm like an inspector or a report for such and such journal. I had my laminated ID. I'd done myself up on a laminated shop, but I'd superimpose in the background the Unity Hunter symbol. So anybody looking at it, they're just seeing things. But a hunter would see, stand up dead right to him. This is a hunter symbol. He's putting it right in my face. I was like, oh, it's just a little stylizing in the back.
Yeah, it's when she holds it out, he just he keeps on driving, just looks down at it and kind of just nods, like he doesn't really give anything away, like, but he's sort of like, but it's kind of a knowing nod, but like he's
Just want to know if this this symbol resonates with you more than any of the others.
yeah. I mean, it's like you've seen him around the other symbols, and that one does catch his eye, I suppose, more
She
so.
just looks back at Trent. Him and me, heavy vests. You two with lighter stuff.
Fair enough. That can be done.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take the long arm for myself. I seem to be better at that within you know, Natasha. Damn it.
Gee, thanks,
Right.
Clint.
Yeah.
Your name is Natasha. I mean, me and myself and Matt picked up on this a little while ago. But nice to meet you.
It's just a handle. It's just a handle that we use.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't actually share actual names, but alright. Juno's gonna adjust herself in the seat so she can actually put on her vest and clip it into place.
Trent will just shove over the heavy Kevlar vest towards Red.
Drive
Juno
in, Matt,
actually-
drive in. I'll put it on when we stop.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now, I've already rolled a chance die while you guys were paying attention, and it did not go well for you guys. So, someone needs to make me a drive check.
Yes, he does. Right, so that's dexterity drive, yeah?
Yep.
I'd like to. I'll spend a point of willpower on this. Can I spend for an automatic success, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
go ahead. Fine with me.
Okay. That's 3 successes include. Oh shit! That's 1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
five.
That's
Wow. Like a
Mhm.
mouse.
Okay. If you had not rolled that many successes, something horrible would have happened. But okay. As you're driving off into the night, the day is slowly sinking very, very gradually over time, and before it actually sets completely, the trees off in the distance have a odd glow upon them, as if their shadows are reaching for the vehicle ever closer and closer and closer. And there is a river brook that, on a normal day, would sound very crystal clear, but right now it just seems to have a haunting click, 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 click. And river does a click like that. But almost instantaneously, in front of the vehicle, a wolf has jumped out in front of the vehicle, and your actually with a superb amount of successes, is you're able to dodge around it, and you hear the baying of wolves, almost emphatically around you.
As we get past it, I want to roll discern. I want to look at that wolf. I want to figure out,
Yeah, Juno's still got her discern running, I think, for the next probably 10 minutes. It was about 40 minutes ago. Or 30
Well,
yeah.
we did spend a long time driving, I think.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Go ahead.
2 successes for me.
3 successes.
Okay. Juno, Natasha, and Matt look at this thing as if barely able to read across it, and its body looks fairly normal. But when you look at his eyes, when you look at his teeth, you notice that there is a huffing and puffing of black smoke, and his eyes have been turned into two black hits of coal. As it just looks at you, doing it almost as if it was a old-fashioned steamboat train. And in front of the car, there are more wolves.
On the front of the car, there are what?
More
In
wolves.
front of the car, there are more wolves.
You're gonna hear Juno click the seatbelt very quickly, and she's just gonna be like, "Not more wolves."
Like Red or Benny will swear loudly as he dodges around the wolf.
Go ahead and make me 2 more drive checks.
I'm getting ready to use bluster. If I had a dog's getting away, I'm just like, bad doggy. Get out of the way.
Okay. You make a drive check, difficulty 7. But Matt, you make a bluster check, difficulty 7 as well.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough. 'Cause
gonna,
you're trying to jump on, but yeah.
Juno's gonna shout back to Trent. Is that boxes of meat back there?
Okay.
Yeah.
See what happens when you throw one of them out.
Well, at this moment, since we're not swerving hectically, Trent will go ahead and actually go ahead see if he can't find any of these apparent wrapped meats that are in this vehicle. He's completely surprised. Go ahead and roll down the window and proceed to throw the meat out in one random direction off the road.
She's
One
gonna look
success
at
for-
Red. One success for him. But she's gonna look at Red. I am so sorry.
One success for bluster. So if one of the dogs is trying to like dive onto the car, that might keep it a little off course.
Okay. I'm gonna count your success to a success on his drive check, and wow, that's 3. Okay, one of the wolves is able just to dive bomb onto the hood, but one of the other ones, being more distracted, sort of just does this motion, and gets run over by one of the tires.
Red kind of like gives like quite a sick grin, like as he runs it over, and just as it bumps, like goes.
So,
Okay,
Matt,
and,
how do you feel about your new friend now?
Who's new friend? Which one? Me or?
Yeah, you.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
And is there still a wolf on the hood?
Yes, there's still a wolf on hood. Oh, hold on a second. And hold on a second. I'm not done. And to the people who have thrown meat across, there is the occasional howl. Oh, and I'm gonna roll them an intelligence check. And they go for it. 3 more dogs race out from the woods and just start chomping on that nice fleshy meat that came out of nowhere. Thank the duck, thank the car gods, or something.
Wow, that actually worked.
Holy crap! Oh, keep going!
I don't fucking believe this. This is.
Quick! Trent, throw all of it out!
No, this is Hunter directing. This is throw something at the monster and hope it works.
I'm not going to throw everything out. I'm going to throw one more piece of raw meat, and then that's it.
It is not impossible that one of the monsters might be killed by Juno using impact and throwing a haunch of meat.
Okay. Next one. The current situation is this. Yes, there is more meat that can be thrown out. That will take this turn and next turn. There is a wolf on the hood, and it's looking at you almost as if you could understand a little bit of intelligence behind it. And it doesn't immediately attack you. It is actually going to go ahead and lean across the side with its mouth aghast as what looks like tiny and tiny thousands of little razor blades in its mouth just do a whirling motion as it's trying to go for the car wheel.
Oh no.
Can I slam the brakes on?
Sure. Do a drive check at difficulty 5.
I'm not gonna be able to help with this. Although, actually, I can help with it going for the wheel, so I'm gonna try bluster on that. I scream, "No, you little bastard!"
I look over at Juno and say, "Glow stick?"
Not yet. Santa Claus stick.
That is one. You say 7s are successes or 6?
5.
7 successes.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I've gotten like 2 successes.
I got 1 success on bluster to save. That's to save the tire.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm gonna roll it 6 dice.
Uh-oh.
That only looks like 2 successes. So yeah, you're able to as you just break onto the drilling, slurring motion gets ever and ever closer and closer, and then suddenly it just goes a whee as it launches itself way.
Juno's gonna pull one of the knives out and she's gonna chuck it at it.
Go ahead.
And she's gonna use impact.
Go ahead. Difficulty. Okay, knife starts out 4. Go
No,
ahead.
it's 6 for
Yeah.
throwing.
It's
Throwing.
a standard, yeah.
Oh,
Throwing
right,
should be.
5. Go ahead and make that difficulty 6 simply because of the distance you need this guy to travel.
Okay. Dex and athletics. That's. What's the armor penalty for class 3?
Make a
Minus 1 to your dice
Okay.
roll.
Alright then, so Dex and athletics, that will be 5 dice. 2, you said 5 or 6?
I said 6
6.
because of the distance you need to travel.
Alright, so 2 successes, so it's a knife is strength plus 1 is thrown, so it's strength plus 2 plus the cleave damage, or the impact damage, which I forget.
Yeah. Sounds
It's
good,
plus
sounds
2.
good.
So
Go
it's strength plus 4,
Go ahead.
which I believe is 6 or 7 for Gino. It is 6.
Only a strength of 2. I'm so wounded.
1, 2, 3, 4. That wolf might be so wounded.
Like, yeah, actually. With the 4 successes you have and the amount of road rash that this thing has just taken, you're pretty sure that that thing looks mauled and mangled, and you're able to get the knife pretty much dead within the ear. And that thing is down, and not moving anymore. But as you're looking at it, you realize that where the gaping, swirling vortex of razor wire teeth should have been, they're just the regular teeth now.
Huh. Drive, Red, drive!
Look, like, if you didn't know any better, it might seem just a little bit like he was excited and almost enjoying himself. As he-
I'm rolling empathy on that one.
Well, by contrast, Matt is gone really, really pale, and it's just like sheet of sweat all over his face. He's not like screaming or anything, he's just kind of eyed a little bit wide, just like, fuck.
And Trent is completely oblivious to this sadistic streak.
No. Oh, what you see as sadistic, you see as righteous anger and more of a hoorah moment.
Hoorah! Trent will go ahead and mimic.
Like Red Card looks at him like, alright man, don't get carried away, yeah. But he just carries on driving, and he looks shaken. He looks a bit freaked out, but he just drives on.
Okay. And as you're driving, does any of you guys fiddle with the radio?
Yeah. In fact, yeah, I'll bang on the radio, like sort of try and get some music up to soothe everyone's nerves.
Okay. you're able to get a little bit of light rock, but every time you sort of twiddle the knob, a certain song keeps popping up. It's, you know what by it's like we got a thing that's called like radar love. We got a pie in the sky. Radar love. Radar love. And as you take turns, sometimes it will get weaker and sometimes it will get stronger. You're not really sure why it does this. And
Wait, Hi, in the
every time it comes to the end of the song, it just loops back. And it's something like, I've been driving all night, my hands well in the wheel. Doom, 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 doom. There's a voice in my head that turns my heel. Doom, 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 doom. It's my baby cause she needs me there. Doom, 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 doom. And such and such and such and such.
Can we roll patron?
They're like, no, 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 no.
That's not how it works.
I don't know what to do here. Is it perception awareness?
Sure, go ahead. Roll position awareness. Roll well. Roll very well.
I can only roll so well with this character. But it's hearing, so it's lowered by 2.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I don't have awareness.
1 success.
Try.
God damn it.
I have no awareness, but I got 3 successes.
Damn it.
I might as well roll.
I'm definitely getting awareness now.
Just the one.
Okay. You almost know instinctively that they keep retelling the artist's name is Golden Earrings, and as you listen more closely, you're able to recognize very clearly that although it is coming from the radio, it is coming from a station that really, 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 really does not exist. Yes, and I'm giving you the lyrics now so that you can let your easier.
Did you say what the station? What?
Doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Matt will repeat what he just said, but I've been thinking that station doesn't. That's not right. That just it. If you listen to it, it doesn't sound right.
There's no radio station on that particular point in the dial. It's all made up.
That's not right.
Slowly,
There's something wrong with it.
answer the radio, and then slowly turn it down.
Dude, it's got me hypnotized.
Juno is just gonna turn the freaking radio off.
Do a new
I was gonna say,
sunrise.
Like Benny kind of slowly turns the dial, the volume down.
Okay.
And as you're trying to turn it down, it just keeps going up and up and up and up.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's probably not a coincidence.
I'm above.
I try to turn it off.
Oh. Okay, what are you guys doing? Sorry, I sort of got carried away.
It's like, let's be honest, this probably is a coincidence. Let's try and find this, because we know the road, we don't know its exact location, but this is like, let's see if we can find this as kind of a, hot and cold system. See if it can help us find out where he is.
There you go. You do notice that it seems to be getting hotter and colder, well, louder and softer, depending on where you're going, where your car is actually facing.
In that case, in this knowledge, should we make a few rolls to see if we can follow it?
Sure. Do you either wits plus drive or wits plus awareness?
Wits plus drive, wits plus awareness.
Yeah.
Can we assist by trying to help guide him?
Yeah, sure.
And roll.
1 success still.
1, 2 successes.
Okay.
Nada. I got a botch.
Oh, hey, Juno, you know your seatbelt?
Uh-huh.
You just click that up and just smash it right into your face for some reason.
Fuck.
And the scariest thing is that your hand was nowhere near your belt buckle.
Fuck.
And with your collective 5 successes, you're able to more or less keep driving this thing up higher and higher and higher and higher into the wooden and fenced areas. and be able to stop, drive it directly in front of to what is a hunting trail, and drive up the sparse, grassy slash rocky gravel type space. Because you're drifting up and up and closer and closer and closer, and off into the distance, you see a cabin. Way far. Way far. You see the cabin.
Headlights off now. Park.
Listen, I mean, I ain't got fear of the dark or anything, but of these wolf things around, might be a good idea to have just a little light, you know?
I can see in the dark.
Oh, well, good for you.
We need to make sure that whoever is up there doesn't ping us quite yet.
Nah,
We can do quite a lot if they aren't seeing us quite yet.
just a little on edge, you know?
Just turn off the lights and give it a minute or two for your eyes to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
In the darkness, you see him fumble around with his flight jacket. He kind of takes it off and he switches into the slightly heavier armor that you guys offered him. Kind of loosen it around his considerable bulk. And,
Juno's going to roll for discern again to activate it. Another 20 minutes off of it.
Actually, yeah, can I roll my discern?
Yeah, sure. You can almost do that instinctively once you're in the pitch black dark.
That is 2 successes.
Okay. The next 20 minutes you're able to see in the darkness. And off way far in the distance you can see the light of the cabin and some lawn and some looks like a campfire not too far off from the cabin. And what do the young adventurers decide to do? They decide to roll on.
Juno's going to turn to Red and just ask him very quietly, does your car have an emergency fire extinguisher in it?
I mean, it's not something I kind of planned on. Could I maybe make a roll to see if it does?
Make a resource roll.
2 successes.
Yeah, with 2 successes, I will give you a, okay, it's not something you typically do for yourself, but one of your, one of your friends gave you an emergency, breakdown kit, and inside the emergency breakdown kit is a little handheld extinguisher. It's not going to take out, like, a huge blaze or anything, but for, like, small little fires, like a small little fire of the engine, yeah, that would take that out pretty quickly.
Trent will go ahead and actually do a face palm. Oh, for Christ's sakes. The guy had a few fire jackets in his trunk. I was rolling around those things for like 4 hours.
Okay. Let me go up first. I can do a thing where sometimes they don't see me. So, I know it's a risk, but I might be able to figure out where she and the kid are in the building, so we can make this safer for them. Okay, so just sit tight a minute. I'm going to be using hide, which is opposed by their perception alertness. However, they're in the middle of the cabin, so they hopefully won't see. I'm not going into the cabin. So I'm gambling 2 conviction because I don't want to die.
Nobody wants to die.
Our first gamble. I think everybody knows that I'm holding mine for.
That is 4 successes.
Hot damn, that's
They get a perception alertness opposed, difficulty 6. Although it could be higher, I don't want to die.
What the hell is a gamble?
Vinny, do you want to explain it?
Basically what you can do is, however many conviction points you have, you can gamble as many or as little as you want to increase a roll on an edge to potentially have more successes or more dice to roll. If you succeed, you gain an extra conviction point. If you fail, you lose all the gambled points. If you botch, you lose everything. and you can only do it once per scene.
Okay.
And you can never spend a willpower point on an edge. Willpower doesn't help with edges ever.
What's an edge?
It's cleave, discern. I'm using hide now. Those are edges. It's your powers.
Oh,
Think
right.
like disciplines and vampire, something similar to that.
Right.
So yeah, I think I beat him by a bit. So I might even be passing by like loads of wolves who just don't notice me. It's like fuck.
Okay. This is what you're seeing as you're walking down the trail. It's something of a jog, a walk, a what have you. But as you're reaching closer and closer to the cabin, the first thing you see are you got newts.
Yeah, cool.
You see the cabin itself. You notice two cars, sort of like doing a triangle thing on the front patio. You see a bunch of beer bottles and beer cans sort of on a nice little rows and tables on the porch. And sitting kind of just sitting there, they're kind of heated and annoyed. It is a big fella right there of description that looks very much like the description you were given. But if you're not going inside the cabin, you're not really getting too much.
Now,
Wait, you do notice one more thing.
yeah.
The cabin's name is Alba Longa.
Can I roll academics on that?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Academics. 2 successes.
Okay. Alba Longa is the name of an ancient city of Olympia in central Italy. Alba Longa is noticed very much in mythological history, and because you got 2 successes, I'm going to give you a little bit here. It is associated with the myth of Romulus and Remus. The king of Alba Longa had a daughter named Rhea Svilda, and if you're paying attention, that is the name of the road you just came upon. And the mother, it gave birth to wolves. No, they gave birth to a son who was raised by wolves. And yeah, there you go. That is the story of Rome.
I have my discern still going, and I can see this guy. What does he look like with discern going?
Yay. Okay, hold on a second.
Because they told me stuff, but I kind of still I'd be arguing more for let's not kill the fucker, except for 5 successes on perception empathy, and he really, and he's the defender going. Yeah, it was Avenger. It might be like, but it's like that does mitigate things. But it was like 5 successes. He really does think this guy's trying to make the Antichrist. It's like
Okay. This is what you see. You see the normal Clark, in all of his glory, and then you see superimposed upon him. It's almost as if his skin turns black like smoke, and seems to seep with patterns of sullen red that pulses with the demon's beating heart. His eyes go like coal, and his thick hair rides in a spectral wind. And you do see the horns and other meticulous propaganda that is demons.
okay. I'm peeking through the windows. Can I see the woman or the child at all?
I'm gonna give you a chance, guy.
Or maybe I could roll my perception alertness.
No, I'm giving you a chance, guy. Unfortunately, you cannot see inside. Unless you're actually going inside the cabin, you cannot see anything.
No, if I open the door, I did something that blatant, it's gonna break. So I'm gonna go back to the guys. I'm gonna try and make a good mental note of what's in the room he's in, where exactly he's sitting.
Oh, he's
So I
sitting
can
over
roll
there.
He's sitting on the porch, so he is outside.
Yes,
Okay.
he is outside. He is drinking. If you could see a demon drinking himself into a stupor, that's pretty much what you're getting. And I will give you one extra thing because I didn't roll horrifically poorly on that chance die. You don't see anyone in the immediate rooms inside the cabin.
So, oh crap. So she might not be there at all. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the guys. And once I get closer, I was like, okay, I can see him. He's up there, but I looked inside the camera. I can't see her. That doesn't mean she's on like a bathroom or just some blind spot I can't see. But the name of that place is Alba Longa, and it's an ancient Olympian legend. If you guys know it, where a mother gave birth to a son that was raised by, and he just kind of generally waves towards the darkness, raised by wolves. I'm a little concerned she might not be in there. That he might have her somewhere else.
This is going to cause problems.
It's a complication simply because we can't confirm either the mother or the son's presence quite yet. We do know where he is. If we can go ahead and avoid him, that'd be awesome. Continue looking for the mother and the child. Perhaps we could attract him, lure him away.
I'd rather him stay there very, very comfortably while we check the cabin, if we can.
If it weren't for those wolves, I'd say wait for him to drink, because he's drinking heavy. If we don't think the wolves are going to show up, I'd say we can wait till he's probably going to drink himself unconscious. I'm not sure if he can go inside.
That's one of the problems with them. They seem to have quite a constitution about them.
Okay.
So what's the plan here then? Are we gonna charge in all guns blazing, take him out, or are we gonna try and do the?
It's a thought. It's not a good thought, but it's a thought. She looks at Trent. Do you think you and Matt can get yourselves around that cabin to look in the other, try and peek through some of the other windows while Red and I set up to take him out?
Here's what I can do at least. We can try to work our way around the cabin, see if we can't find the black door and break our way in. I know how to do that without causing too much noise.
He's got two vehicles as well out front. I don't know why he'd need two.
Well, I'd suggest that somebody else is there with him, perhaps. But I could be wrong.
I think maybe it's a good idea if we maybe take the tires on those vehicles out.
Definitely do that while we're sneaking around the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. You and me, Matt. We're going. With that, Trent will proceed to step into the darkness and sneak his way around. First, the priority being the vehicles in order to disable them.
Okay. Hold on a second. From what I understand, you're going into two different teams. Team 1 is investigating the back of the cabin, and Team 2 is taking the tires off the car, right?
I believe the teams are split as such.
Yeah.
We have Matt and Trent going out and disabling. Actually, if the team that's going to set up for the kill if they could do that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bex,
Okay,
that's
fair enough.
quite noisy and alert into our presence straight away.
Okay. Fine. You go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and sneak around.
Okay, and just so I know, who here has discern running again?
Me.
Me,
Everyone who has it.
except for
I
Trent.
don't have it.
Yeah.
So I'm basically looking towards Matt to lead me.
Remember with discern, it's very handy for noticing stuff. and lets you see in the dark, which is great, but it doesn't exactly. How can I put this? You don't see through illusions with it. So if there's an illusion going on, you fall for it as normal. That's what you want to illuminate for, or just good old second sight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
Who's going first?
What was that, Sam?
Who's
And you
going
say we all have second sight automatically.
Everybody has
You
second
have to
sight.
you have to turn it on. You spend the conviction point for the scene to get it on.
Yeah, I think at this point, why not? Juno's going to go ahead and spend a conviction for second sight, which brings her back down to 4 conviction.
Yep, I can do that.
And then we'll, if there's no other objections or no other things, Juno is going to assume that Red is following her, and she's going to try and sneak her way up to the cars, the parked cars.
Yeah, so am I. I'm gonna pull my cleavers out as I go.
Yeah. Both of you guys roll your stealth.
Spending willpower for automatic success.
Yeah.
Just going to go with it for now. 2 successes.
Yeah.
3, 4,
This guy's been reading a little bit too much. So I'm
1,
gonna.
2, 3. That's 4 successes in total, including the willpower I spent.
Okay. Well, this guy is so into his drink right now. Now he knows there's something, but he's just sort of like, "Fuck you, Marcus!" And you're able to get to the car pretty silently as it is. Now, what are you trying to do again? Are you trying to deflate knife the cars? Are you trying to take the cars off? What are you trying to do here?
Going to try and actually ease the knife's edge into the tire wall, so that way it actually leaks without making a huge blowout.
Okay. I think I know what you're trying to do. Do me a do give me a rather weird roll. Roll me melee. Roll your melee and roll your stealth just to get it. Just there. Just that dice roll.
Okay. What's difficulty?
Standard.
3 successes. Or no, 4 because I have a specialty in knives.
Yep. Okay. You're able to sort of ease it in there and sort of do what you want to do. In fact, you've done it in such a manner that the tire will actually ease its air out over time. And if this car were to suddenly start moving, the air and the pressure in that air would just fucking drop.
4 successes, including my specialization with my cleavers.
Okay. You're able to do the same thing to the other car, but as you approach the other car, you realize something rather interesting. The tires on this car have already been removed, and it's sitting on cinder blocks. So what you're looking at is a derelict car, seemingly abandoned in front of the porch.
Can I take a peek in the car?
You take a peek in the car. Okay.
Not like opening the door, but just through the window.
Yeah, you're going through the window. You notice a box of fireworks.
I give Juno a tap.
Juno's going to look at him, then look at the fireworks. Are the windows open or are they closed?
They are closed.
Open the door really quietly.
You're quieter than I am, he whispered.
Okay. She's gonna spend a willpower point on this one and roll Dex and Stealth.
Yeah, Dex and stuff.
Two successes.
Jesus, guys, it's because you spent the willpower point, remember?
Yes, 3 successes. Oh my god.
Yeah, you do it in such a way that he's still ranting about this guy named Fitzroy and how he's such a bastard and he pulled a gun on him. What kind of guy pulls a gun on another guy? Hey, just talking to him. It's like, fucking bastard.
Juno is going to grab the fireworks
Okay.
and carry them well out of range of the cars, well out of the range of everybody else, and set them down behind a tree.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll an alertness perception real quick. Oh, that was good for you.
4 successes.
Awesome. I'm so glad you did that. That means I get to do fun stuff. Okay.
Oh, Jesus, no.
As you're carrying the fireworks off there, and I'm going to give you the stealth check since you did so well the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You come across a cabin, a processing cabin, a shed pretty much, a small shed, and inside the shed you can see what looks like a chainsaw.
God damn it, Trent! Does the chainsaw have any blood on it?
No, it just has a bunch of wood chips on it.
You know, I know what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to do anything!
I know what you're trying to do. And I don't like it.
Oh, come on. You know you want to.
Nope. Juno wants nothing to do with the chainsaw. Chainsaws are loud, they're cumbersome, and she knows that she can wreck ass with a knife better than she can with a chainsaw because she cut a wolf in half a month ago.
But
Everything else in the shed, though.
Think how much. Actually, roll what's plus melee, just real quick. Unless you even notice this.
What's the difficulty?
I see 9, 7, 10. Okay. What'd you get? You realize almost instinctively that this thing could probably do a shit ton of damage. Of course, it'd be loud. Of course, it'd be fumigating. And you realize that it could do a shit ton of damage. But you also realize that it could be quite cumbersome. And if you were to move in the wrong direction or put your foot in the wrong spot, that you could easily hurt yourself really bad with the chainsaw. But you realize you could do a lot of damage with it.
Juno's just going to leave that chainsaw alone, but is going to look in the shed to see if there's anything in there.
Okay.
Anything else in there?
You notice a few sparse utility stuff that looks like it was made for clearing land, and meticulous machine parts and car parts, and a few tires, and whatever else you think you might be in a ship.
Yep. Just gonna step away from the chainsaw and leave it there. I'm sorry, Trenton, but no.
It could do a shit ton of damage.
I know what he wants. I know what he wants, and I'm just sorry, Trent. I can't do it. She's gonna make her way back to Red and just sigh. You know, if this were the movies, I could have had a really great moment right now. There's a chainsaw over there.
Oh, it's a fucking chainsaw. Oh. Yeah. Like, nods towards the guy. Like, and sort of like, and he's got 2 cleavers in his hands, and he sort of goes like...
We're waiting. She's just gonna like pat him on the shoulder as to signify we're waiting. Easy there, Seabiscuit.
Oh, Seabiscuit.
Okay. Let's go to the back door team. What are you guys doing?
I don't want to die.
We're sneaking up to the back door, and he's saying that he doesn't want to die. Well,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm thinking that.
you're thinking that really, really hard.
Like when we can talk to them, but apparently this one works directly for Satan. So
Yeah, but we're gonna try to sneak up to the back door and see if we can't pick that lock.
Okay. Go and make your meticulous rolls. Don't mind what I'm doing over here.
Stealth?
Yep.
Okay, spin willpower. Dex and stealth.
You guys spend all the willpower in this one.
can I use my previous roll?
Can you use your what now?
My previous roll?
No, you got use.
Is it a new scene then?
No,
Or
it's not a new scene. It's just you're returning to the area.
I'll just roll.
Not making you spend anything for it. And
You don't have to spend anything for it anyway. I just don't want to die.
I know. This is just for a different thing.
Damn it.
Okay, 4 successes.
You got first.
Nick, only one.
Okay. With the 4 successes, you're pretty sure you got there pretty quickly. The 1 success, you sort of fall, not fall, just sort of step on a leaf, the stereotypical, oh, I'm getting away, I'm going to be so sneaky, I'm going to be so very sneaky. You make the crack sound, crack. That's what you just did. And the immediate effect is, you guys don't notice an immediate effect.
Fair enough. Gonna go ahead and sneak over to the door. Back door as quickly as possible. Gonna go ahead and get some tools out of my back pocket. See if I can't just sort of lift the lock out from where it's hiding. Go ahead and tinker with it so that it pops out.
I'm watching and
Mhm.
wondering how this is going to turn out. I have no idea what it's like. Just kind of like.
Spinning willpower again.
But he's doing this with confidence, so I'm not asking for lessons later.
Ah, I got a specialty in lock picking.
I'm giving him an impressed look on my face and just a thumbs up. Like, way to go, buddy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
With 9 successes, you do it so fantastically well. It's almost as if you never failed that previous roll. Like, yep, there you go. You're inside the cabin.
Leaves the door open. Just proceed to walk inside and wait for my buddy to follow with me.
Okay. You walk inside. Alright, you notice the long hallway to the front. Not long hallway, I should say short hallway. There's a door to the side, and you can see the central family room up there in the front.
I'll go ahead and actually tap Matt's shoulder and simply say, okay, just to make sure, we're looking for Rosemary and her baby. Okay?
Considering the context, that's ominous as shit.
It's meant to be. Go ahead and take the lead. I'll follow behind you. Watch back.
This is a good one. And so
I'm
forth.
gonna quietly move forward. Now, I've been using hide. I'm trying to be stealthy. I'm trying to be hide. If that baby, despite what they're saying, is completely normal, hide's not going to work on it. I know she's not completely normal anymore. But if that baby is actually completely normal, hide's not going to hide me from it. Although I'm going to try to be stealthy as well anyway. I'm just not good at that.
Where exactly you're going? You can go further to the front, or there are actually 4 different rooms with doors.
Start with the ones at the back.
Okay. You start with the one at the back. You sort of fiddle with the knob up, and you sort of push it inwards, and you don't see anything. And it just looks like a regular room. It looks like
Yeah.
a regular room. It has a bed, some curtains, and other stuff. And I've actually noticed that some of the players are about to pass out. If you guys want, I can call the scene here, and we can pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Huh?
sure.
Does that work, Robin?
Yeah, this is part
Okay,
one.
okay.
Dude, what a cliffhanger!
As I go to reach for another door while you guys are first like, nah, leave the guys do it.
I'll leave you guys with a cliffhanger before you go. You find this door is actually locked, and you're not really sure, but you swear you hear a fainting,
Oh,
hush sigh sound on the other side.
to be clear, I'd like to put on those plastic gloves before I go in. I need a doorknob, so let's specify that before we end the scene.
Sure. Just notice, there's a sigh on the other side of that door.